and welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. And this is the starting 11 show for the match against Manchester United. A nice Saturday lunchtime kickoff, so not even a Saturday lie-in for us fans for tomorrow's game. You know, I don't even get the luxury of that amid all the dross that we've had to endure the last few weeks. Particularly, of course, Wednesday, where probably about as bad as it's got. But I'm trying to be as optimistic as I can. You know, I did the post-match reaction for Burnley the other day, and that was flat as I think I've ever felt after an Everton game. And I'm still, my opinion hasn't really changed. I still think we're going to really struggle. I think that was our chance to rescue ourselves, and now I kind of think it's almost out of our hands, and it's kind of on other teams now. But I'm going to try and keep as positive as possible. You know, we've got Goodison's still got to be bouncing tomorrow, and I still think it will be, just because you know you're paying all that money to go and watch the team. You might as well try and do all you can to try and pretty much shove them over the line, almost kicking and screaming. You know, we don't like to make things easy for ourselves, and this match has kind of been touted as one of them where, like, in a weird way, you know, the kind of patchy form United are in. We have quite a good record against United, especially at home. Could we nick something? I'm not really that confident. I think we could maybe get a draw, possibly. You know, if we catch them on a bad day. If we catch them on a good day, we're pretty much screwed no matter what we do, really. So, yeah, obviously we're here to discuss what team I think we'll go with, and obviously Lampard's still kind of got his hands tied. It's something that it's something I've kind of got to get off my chest. Really, there's criticism of Lampard. I genuinely just don't understand it. I don't understand how anyone can look at the situation we're in and blame it on Lampard. There's so many factors before that. Yeah, he probably hasn't got the tactics bang on right every game. You know, maybe he could do substitutions a bit differently, but it's like people are saying his team selections, the players he's picked. Why is he picking Kenny and like Keane or Holgate or like that? It's like as if he's got an abundance of better options available to him. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it frustrates me, if I'm honest. I think he's doing all he can. I genuinely do. And I have a lot of sympathy for him. And I just think there's only so many team selections we can do. And yeah, obviously, you know, we've got a couple more options. Obviously, we've got a few players coming back from suspensions who I think will be thrown right back into the team. So if we just get straight into it, obviously, you know, you've got Pickford in goal. I reckon Coleman's going to start. I think Kenny will finally be dropped, which will be happy for a lot of people. You know, performances last year in particular have been bad. You know, obviously first few games under Lampard when he was at left back, he seemed to be doing all right, but ever since he's moved back to his, you know, his supposedly preferred right back position, he's been bad again. It's very, very peculiar. But yeah, I think the last few games of any of those people who are saying he should get a new contract, I'd like to think they've been silenced now. So yeah, Coleman backline back in. Keane, I think, will come back in as well. So then Coleman, Keane, Godfrey, Mikalenko, that's your backline. Obviously Allen as well. He comes back from his suspension from the Newcastle game. Bizarre, but we don't need to get into that. And so yeah, I think he'll start. I think we'll go with a 3-man midfield. I hope we do. I think, you know, you think of the likes of Bruno Fernandes in the middle. Probably Pogba will start as well. We could so easily get overrun in midfield if we don't get it set up right. So I think maybe Holgate kind of sitting, and then Alan and Decore just in front of him. Decore's performances as well recently. He's a shadow of the player he was at the start of the season. It's really frustrating. Not entirely sure where it's come from. Obviously Van der Beek, not entirely sure where his fitness situation is, but he can't play anyway, even if he was fit, because obviously parent club is Manchester United. That's where I've got him known for. And up front, this is probably the most contentious one. It's probably the hardest one to decide what I think Lampard will do compared to what I would do. I would not start Calvert-Lewin. I think he might. I think Lampard will start Calvert-Lewin, and I think we might go with the same front three. So I think what we'll go with is Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin, Anthony Gordon. I'd start Gray and I put Richarlison up front, but I just don't think you do. I think Richarlison in the middle, running through the channels, against the likes of Harry Maguire, who's not the quickest. I think compared to the more aerial threat of Calvert-Lewin up against Maguire, who he's just not going to win a header against, I think it makes more sense. Whether or not we'll do it, I don't think he will. I think Calvert-Lewin will start again. Lampard said in the press conference, it seems that Calvert-Lewin still has his full backing, even though to a lot of us it looks like his head's been turned. And so yeah, that's the team I think we'll start with, and fingers crossed we can get something, because it's till the end of the season now. This is every game. We need to somehow find a way to get a win. So let's see if Manchester United will be the one where we can finally get a win and start to try and push away from the relegation places. So yeah, that's from me, guys. Fingers crossed for 3 points tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see you next time on the Toffee Blues. Cheers.